Saw some red leaves in that video. I gotta say, it feels like it's changing quickly now that we're hitting it.
Yes, it's about that time. I actually have a map at the end that I'll show you, which is like the average. It varies. Your results may vary. Traditionally, wet summers I don't think are usually as good for foliage, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
That's kind of one of those. And what's a bad foliage year in Maine?
Right, it's still beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
not that bad. It's still a good. It's still a good ride if you want to take it. Yeah, it feels like that. And today was in the 60s. That was part of the vibe there. A lot of sunshine, just some high thin clouds over York and southern Cumberland County. If you didn't take any trips south over the weekend, you have no idea probably that it's been raining there this entire time. It was a rainy weekend. It was rainy today. Look at the radar basically cutting off right at the Maine-New Hampshire border. Everything to the south of that is moderate to heavy rainfall. The radar estimated 48-hour total. Look at that. It's like it didn't pay a toll in here somewhere. It just stopped dead in New Hampshire, and we really didn't get anything into Maine. So we got lucky. That high was able to protect us just enough. Temperature is cooling down quickly here. We only got to the mid-60s, 60 flat in Portland, 60 in Parsonsfield, 58 in Livermore. I like the Mount Washington reading, 37 right now, 62 in Bangor. So tonight's going to be on the cool side. Obviously, it's clear. Winds are light. Temperatures weren't that warm to begin with. Dew points are low. I could go on and on. We'll be in the 40s. There'll be some 30s, though, kind of around the edges, so to speak, especially across northern Maine by early tomorrow morning. We're going to go through this pretty quickly because all these days are pretty similar in the best possible way. There's a lot of sunshine, a few high thin clouds maybe over southern Maine, and that's it. And the only thing that's really going to change from day to day is that temperatures will get a little bit warmer each day. So tomorrow will be still in the mid to maybe upper 60s, a degree or two warmer than today, but not super substantial. And then we're cool tomorrow night into the 40s and 30s. We go right back up here on Wednesday afternoon, upper 60s to around 70. Should be able to do that again on Thursday. At that point, probably 70 to 72. So we're going to have these big, what we call diurnal variations, right, from morning lows in the upper 30s to daytime highs. But 40 to 70, that's about what we're going to do through the whole week. High pressure in place. It's going to be relatively close on Friday night as to whether or not a stray shower could get into southern York County, but I think we'll hold it off. If we do, then we're going to go through a really long stretch of dry weather through the weekend. And then a front comes through on Monday, but it might die out in the mountains. So the coast might be dry again on Monday. This is next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Crazy. That could be a really long stretch of dry weather. Good for this, which does start happening, obviously, into the mountains. Getting some pictures out of there. It's always hard, guys, because I love getting foliage pictures. I don't love when the saturation is turned to 180% because it's very hard to tell, like, what's real, right, what's really going on. So far it seems relatively muted, but we still have plenty of time there. And the sun can help kind of at the end here. It gets, the reason clouds aren't good for fall foliage is basically because the tree's trying to take its cue from the shortening days. Okay, so it's the amount of sunlight it sees. Right. So they get a little confused if it's very cloudy and rainy, and that can throw off the foliage. But we are getting a nice stretch here towards the end, so yeah, your results may vary, but either way, just great stretch.
Great season.
Yeah.
All right, Keith, thank you.